Because I know some families, even when they trust the other person so much that when you even tell them, they don't even believe you. So yeah, a lot of kids are sometimes afraid to even expose themselves when it comes to the truth because they feel like nobody's going to believe it.
You gotta try. You gotta try because it's gonna beat you up, and then you never know if it don't succeed. You tried. Yeah, you gave it an effort. And then everything is not going to work. Everything is not going to go as planned. But as long as you believe in yourself and your brand, if you believe in it, yeah, then it's nothing else to worry about.
Welcome to another episode of the Rich Talk Podcast. My guest today need no introduction. With all her accomplishments, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people know who she is. She's a successful businesswoman, a great contributor of society, well known, a great mother, a great sister, and a great friend. I'd like to introduce to y'all today my guest, my sister, Renee.
Hello, everyone.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm blessed. Thank you for the invite.
You're welcome. I want you to tell them where you know me from and how we met.
Do you really want me to tell them that story? Do y'all really want to hear that story? It's like, no. So I met Rich. How long, Rich? It's about
8 years ago.
8 years ago?
Yeah, about 8 years ago.
Yeah, so Rich used to be a barber at my barbershop, Unique Cuts, 8 years ago. He was there for a while.
Yeah, I was.
And we became really, really good friends. So, yeah.
You miss me?
Yeah, of course I do. Don't stop. Not on air. Don't stop.
Well, Renee owned a lot of businesses. Let me see if I can remember some of them. You own a barbershop, right?
2.
Dang, okay. You own 2 barbershops. You own a dump truck company, box truck company, a liquor line. What else am I missing?
Event center.
You own an event center.
Spa.
You own a spa.
And I did a couple of things. I just wrote 2
Hey,
books.
look. How many fingers is that? Do I got to count like legs and toes and that? So she's a very busy woman, and she got everything lined up the way it's supposed to be. So let's dive into your liquor line. What made you want to establish a liquor line?
So I actually wanted to do tequila. I have a vodka line.
Okay, what's the name of it?
Ethol 56.
And how did you come up with that name?
So Ethol derives from my mom's name was Ethel.
Okay.
She passed away at the age of 56, so I took her name and her age, branded into my vodka, and came up with Ethol 56.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, celebrating life. Yeah. Just celebrating her life. What better way?
Yeah.
Drink some vodka.
Keep her memory alive. Exactly.
Celebrate with family and friends. Get your Ethol 56. Get y'all some Ethol 56 in your local liquor store.
That's what we got right here, right?
Yeah, definitely. I have 3 flavors. I am in local liquor stores, bars in the area, down 8th Street, down Total Wines. I'm in Vegas, New York, not Florida. Yeah, I just got licensed for Florida now.
Oh, wow.
Coming to Florida.
Speaking of Florida, you just left Miami, right?
Yeah, it was the Taste of Miami. We had the Taste of Miami.
Oh, so you went out there to market and promote.
Yes.
How was that?
Awesome. In this industry, there are so many Black-owned spirits that people are unaware of.
Okay.
We out here drinking all these spirits by non-Black-owned vendors, whereas our stuff tastes just as good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a lot of us, and it was awesome.
It was.
It was awesome.
So, and then you was in New York like the week prior too, right?
So the week prior, I did New York Fashion Week. I did 8 shows up there. Awesome. Met some really nice people. So I'm just on the grind. Get this vodka out there. That's
I see. So how did it start?
I had a good friend named Donna. Well, I wanted to do a tequila. Let me start back there. But it was so much going on over in Mexico at the time. I opted out because I wanted my tequila to say tequila. The only way it could say tequila if you go to Mexico and get it made.
Oh, wow. So you can't make it here.
If you make tequila in the United States, it has to say agave.
Wow. I didn't know that.
It cannot say tequila.
Tequila. Okay.
So I was like, what can I make in the United States? And I met a young lady, my good girlfriend named Donna Durante Rum. She has a rum company in the DMV. And I went to her launch. And I was just amazed, like, oh my God, this is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, do it. It took me 2 years to get the courage to do it. 2 years later, I was like, I'm gonna launch this vodka brand. And so here it is, Ethol 56.
If you didn't have it. Go get it. It's in stores everywhere. Make sure you support the Black-owned company, and support my girl Renee.
Yeah, check me out. Check me out.
Check her out.
If it's not in the liquor store, just ask for it. Because I have liquor stores calling me because people going into liquor stores saying,
looking for
do
it.
you have it? If they don't have it, they end up, I need to get this vodka in my people coming in asking for it.
Yeah.
What is Ethol 56? Can you do a tasting up here?
So how many flavors you got?
So I have 3 flavors. I have straight, exotic, tropical, and mango pineapple.
Are you planning on adding more flavors to it?
I don't know. I think I don't know if I'm gonna do more flavors or I'm gonna switch over to get a dark in it and then get,
So if you had to describe your liquor, like what would you describe it as?
So it's smooth.
Okay.
It's 6 times distilled, very, very smooth. You don't have no bite.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta try it. It has no bite.
I ain't gonna try it now because if I try this right now, this whole interview is gonna be over.
Yeah, so it has no bite. It's gluten free.
Okay.
Again, 6 times distilled, very, very smooth. It has a crisp, clean taste. It's good.
Okay.
It's really good.
So you're gonna branch off as far as liquor? You're gonna stay with the vodka, or you're gonna eventually branch off to other?
I'm a branch off.
You still gonna do the tequila?
I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the tequila, but I'm definitely gonna do a dark.
Oh, a dark.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a dark.
A dark vodka.
Not a vodka, maybe a whiskey or a cognac.
Okay.
Bourbon, something on that.
Okay.
I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to branch off.
Okay. I wish you much success with your liquor brand.
Thank you.
Please support her, because if she don't, she gonna kick my butt.
Yes, get out and get that Ethol 56.
Get out and get that Ethol 56, man.
Yes.
So let's talk about the barbershop. Have you ever been were you a cosmetologist or a barber of any kind?
No.
So how did you want to start a barbershop?
Oh my God. So I technically didn't want to start a barbershop.
Okay.
I wanted to get a spa and help my brother and some people I know open up a business for them.
Okay.
And, I'd be the owner and they run it. But when I got my first shop in DC, it just so happened to be a barbershop. And it was like 10 people trying to get this shop. Then it went down to 6 people, then 5 people. Then it was between me and 3 other people.
So it was like a competition thing?
Yeah, it was a competition thing. And I didn't know nothing about the barber industry at that time. And I was like, I ain't getting that barbershop. They already had them. Other guys got shops. I got the call. They was like, you got it? I was like, I got what? What am I going to do? So I had to call one of my good friends. And he helped me get everything, situated with the shop. And that was back in, 14 years ago.
Okay, so after that, you opened a second location.
I opened my second location 2
and that
years
was more
later.
of like a unit. That's the one I worked at, right?
Yeah, you were at the one in Fordsville.
And that was it was more of a unisex, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Well, it technically was a barber shop, but I kept having, females come, like, can I work for you? So I was like, okay, let's put a couple of people in there.
Let's put a couple of people in.
We didn't have many females in there. Stylists. We had, 3? Yeah. I still have the same 3.
You still have the same?
I still have the same 3 for the last.
I know Sean's still there.
Sean, Yolanda, Nicole.
Shout out to Sean. Shout out to Sean.
Yes, Sean, my girl.
Yeah, so in this industry that's very, very it's more male dominated, how do you separate yourself from the whole competition as far as, I'm speaking of just barbershops, period. In a male dominated industry as far as a lot of owners and barbershops are more male, right?
To me, it's the way you run your shop.
Okay.
I had all of my barbers except the one that left, you.
Ooh.
So I had all of my barbers for the last 10 to 12 years. So
Shout
a
out to
lot of people
Rico.
stuck with me from day one. So when I hear people talk about, a lot of things that go on in the barbershop industry, I think a lot of it start with management.
Yeah.
So if management is handling their business, things will run smooth.
Yeah.
It all starts with management. You can say what the barber's not doing, who ain't pay your boo rent,
Yeah.
but if we put them standards in there, put them rules and regulations, and know they ain't playing with you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a female in this, but they knew. Like, I'm sure y'all people that worked with me, they knew it was time for have fun, and it was time when I ain't had time for the rest of the.
So you not being a barber, you're not even experiencing as far as the field.
Mm-mm.
How do you deal with barbers as far as their temperament, their personalities? Some people don't get along, and how do you deal with the different personalities of people?
Again, it's just start with management. It's respect.
Yeah.
It's called respect. And that I'm big on respect. Respect my shop. I don't care what you do when you leave out them doors.
Yeah.
But in here, y'all gonna respect each other and respect the shop. So I think it just all boils down to management and respect. Everybody have different ways, personalities. I don't care about all that. I don't care about what you got going on at home. That don't have nothing to do with my shop.
Because a lot of people will bring that.
It don't have nothing to do with me. I ain't got nothing to do with little JoJo and Momo and all them. I ain't got nothing.
So you're not hands on. You have a manager.
I'm very hands on.
You are.
I'm very hands on. I know everything that's going on in my shop on a daily basis.
Was it difficult when you opened your first shop as far as managing it?
It wasn't so. So I had some characters. You had some characters that come through there, Lil Momo and Johnny B and all them. I have some characters come through there, but you have to just be stern to what you believe in.
Okay.
So when I first opened DC, a lot of people, because it's a community shop. So a lot of people was trying to come back. A lot of people wanted to come back. But the arrogance of some people, how some people came in when they interviewed me smelling like weed, or I'd rather take an L and pay it out of my pocket than to deal with a lot of bull crap. So it's all about, if you trying to just get people in your shop to make money or make some bread, it ain't gonna work for you, because you're gonna get all the knuckleheads, all the riff-raffs.
You gotta filter them
And I
out.
was just more or less, I'll take an L and pay it out of my pocket till I get the people I want in here. And then once I got the people in there, they stayed with me. I had people with me for the 12, 14 years.
Yeah.
So it's all about
building great relationships.
And choosing the right people. Just because they come in our shop and say, I can cut.
Yeah.
You're just gonna put somebody in there just because they cut, but they smelling like weed and can't even have a conversation.
Yeah, even with me and you, even if after I left, we still maintain a great relationship, because one thing I don't do is I don't burn bridges.
Right.
I keep the communication open, and if it's something that I want to do, I sit down prior. I just don't get up and I'm gone and discuss certain things.
You talk to me and everything.
You know what I'm saying? Discuss something with you. So just in case you need me for something or I need you for something, we can always get back and call each other. Because I've been talking to you since. I still call you, checking.
Yeah, you get on my nerves. We still keep in touch. You still call me. We still keep in touch. Again, with any industry, not just the barbershop industry. It's about respect and management. Respect. It's about management, respect, and being in it for all the right reasons. You're gonna be in any business, and of course, you want to make money.
Of course.
But you want to make money the right way sometimes.
Build great relationships.
Especially in this industry, the barber industry. I done had somebody to talk to me, hey, let little so-and-so work. Like, oh my God. I already knew the first day I talked to him it wasn't going to work. Because I have a strong personality.
Okay. You're very outgoing too. You come in the shop and you light the shop up. It don't matter what everybody's going through. Hi, everybody. How y'all doing? I'm like, Renee's here.
Right. But, I have a strong personality. So, although I'm a female and, and I'm not for no drama and all that stuff, I still have a strong personality and I stand on what I stand on. And that's respect. So, no matter what's going on, I deserve respect, whether I was a female or not, and I made sure of that.
Do people ever challenge your femininity? If I say it right, I think I said too many amps. Do like do a man like they see you as a woman that own a business? Do they look at you different compared to like a man, and they try you? Have
I
somebody?
ain't never had nobody try me.
Okay.
Let me make that clear. But because again, I have
And
strong
then,
personality. Now, when I first started DC shop,
Mhm.
I did have this little youngin. He was like, "Well, you around Benning Road, like what?
Yeah,
Well, he
yeah.
came in there all like, I'm the best barber in the DMV." He was going. I was sitting at the table, quiet for a long time, like talking to him. I'm interviewing him, talking to him. And he was just going on me. What you putting cameras up in here with this Benny Road? We ain't never had no cameras at this barber shop when we had it 2 years ago, when it was open 2 years ago. I said, well, it's not that shop no more. And I just let him know right then and there, I ain't for all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was from Southeast. He was talking about how bad Benny Road is. I was like, until you go around Anacostia and down the other side of Southeast, don't talk to me about that. I'm from uptown. I'm not Greens now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to go from talking as a business person and go to the other side, like, who you
Get a little
talking to?
hood on her.
Yeah.
Bring a little
So
bit of.
after that, people was like, oh, Renee crazy. Renee don't be going for that. Because everybody sitting at the table like, what? And I was like, I don't care where you from. But I
Yeah,
ain't
so
hire them either. So
that's what's up. So you do booth rent, or you do commission, or you do both?
no, I do booth
You
rent.
do strictly booth rent.
Strictly booth.
What's the craziest story you got about somebody came to you that said they didn't have their booth rent? Well, not a story. You can tell me a story or an excuse. You can tell me both.
No, I actually had a barber tell me, it's horrible. This is a horrible story, that his daughter died.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Just
And
because
that he had to fly to somewhere. He had to go somewhere over the weekend and all this stuff. And the daughter never died.
Just
So he couldn't pay booth rent.
Oh my goodness.
I lie to you not. It was a whole story about his daughter dying. Just so he can't pay booth rent.
And all you had to do was honest, because it's times where
it was
got it, you ain't got it. And if you honest with a person, they will give you a little bit of leniency. But if you got a history of not paying, you got a history of not coming to work on time, you got a history of working 2-3 days a week, and you expect somebody to give you a grace period or somebody to give you a break, it don't work like that.
Yeah, I mean, that was the craziest story ever. I was like, what? When I found out the truth. Now, I ain't know at first. I was all like, oh, do you need anything?
Can I help you?
Yeah. I was all
Don't worry about
sympathetic.
it.
And when I found out the truth, I was like, are you serious? Like, you lied about your daughter?
So,
I mean, I'm sure you know how this industry is.
Yeah, I managed a couple of shops before, so
yeah,
I done got the storage, rich. I had to pay my rent. I'm like, which one? The one that makes you money to pay the rent, or the one that I had to pay my rent in my house? What about the one that keep this door open? Do you ever think about that? Because if this is closed, you would never be able to pay your rent. And then they tell you last minute on the day they're supposed to pay.
Yeah, because people look at, not just barbershops, I'm gonna say business in general. They look at, you have a business, so you making money, so you good. But they don't think about the overhead, the electric, the water, the insurance. They don't think about all that stuff. All they looking at is that, oh, she got a shop, or she got this, or she got that. And I'm like, y'all don't understand all these other bills I'm paying to keep all these things going.
Yeah.
So
they don't see the headache that come with it.
Yeah, the headaches and everything with business alone. Not just a barbershop. That's just in general business. You have a lot of things that go into you running a business, period.
So what was your first business that you opened up, that you erected?
Woo. So I've always been a business.
How old was you when you opened that business?
Oh man. So my first business, I owned an apartment building.
Wow.
And
so you ain't tell me. All right,
Northeast DC.
How old was you?
Like 19, 20. I was young.
So you've been doing this I ain't gonna ask how old are you now, because that's not
But if I
really.
knew what I knew back then, I still have that building. But
Go
yeah, I
ahead.
was young and dumb and made some
You
bad
know,
decisions.
how many
4-unit.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Nowadays, them 4-unit apartments in DC.
Listen, sold it to a lady. Sold it to a white lady. For little or nothing, she turned each unit into a condo and
Are
sold each
you
one for
serious? So that
200,000
do you beat yourself to this day?
all the time. I'm like, dang. Why didn't? But I was
Wow.
young.
Yeah.
I was young and I didn't know.
So you was always had that business acumen since you was.
I always had I've always been business minded.
Wow.
Always trying to think of a way to save $1 and make $1. Always. My mom used to tell me all the time, like, girl, since you was little, you've been saving that money.
Every time I turn around, Renee got something. Last thing I heard was the liquor, and then you had your event space in the spot. And I'm like, do she sleep?
Yeah.
When do you sleep?
I don't.
Before you came to, tell them what you was doing before you came to this podcast.
Coming from another event.
I called you. You didn't even answer. Like, I'll be there.
I'll be there. I stick to my word.
When do you sleep? So, with all the businesses that you got, we're going to talk about a couple more. Which one did you start first? With your dump truck, with the barbershop? I know the liquor line just came maybe, a couple of years ago?
The DC shop 14 years ago.
14 years. So you started the shop. So how did you intertwine that with the dump truck and the dump truck was next after that, right?
Yeah.
So you sit at home sometimes and you be like, let me find out what else I can get into.
No. So a lot of people call me, right?
Okay.
So I don't watch TV a lot.
Okay.
I'm not a TV watcher, but I read a lot.
Okay.
So when I'm at home, I be just thinking, like, dang, what I'm gonna do? And so when people talking to me about different things, and they was like, man, Renee, you should. People call me with stuff every day. I'm not lying. People call me every day. Renee, you should think about this, or you should do that. Some things, I ain't doing that. Then some things, I'll be like, let me do some research on it. Once I do the research on it, I do my research first. And then I might be like, okay, I'll try this. So I did the shops and then the trucks and then the other shop and then the spa. And then I wrote 2 books.
Bro, you got books?
Yeah. 2 anthologies.
Are you serious?
Yeah. One of them is called The Chronicles of My Life, and one of them is called The Shit Entrepreneurs Do.
Oh wow! So where it is on Amazon?
It's on Amazon.
Oh yeah, what's the Chronicles of my the Chronicles?
It's about my. So I didn't write the whole. I just wrote a snap of my life.
Okay.
A snap of growing up. I grew up in Northwest DC. Grew up uptown, and just how through life stuff I did to
get to where you are now.
Adversities and the good things and the bad things.
So what are some of the adversities
today?
What are some of the adversities? Tongue tied today. I'm sorry. What are some of the adversities that you went through growing up?
Oh,
don't give them everything. Y'all got to go get that book.
Oh man! So it's another book coming out. Let me make that clear. My book by myself, because that's an anthology.
Okay.
So that is coming out next year. Because all my stuff, I lost everything.
Yeah, it was.
That's why that book didn't drop last year on May the 14th.
And was she talking about? What was it, last year?
Yeah, last year, April the 18th.
Yeah, she lost. Tell them what happened. I'm not even gonna. You want to talk about that, or you want?
I can. Okay. So about 8 months ago?
Yeah.
I was in a 4-alarm fire. My entire house burned down. I lost everything, like literally everything. I didn't even have shoes for 3 days.
Wow.
But God, so I'm gonna keep saying that. But God, it was a fire started in my kitchen, and within 10 minutes, my whole house was on the ground.
Man, did everybody get out safe?
Yeah, me and my daughter made it out safe.
Wow, that's great, man.
Yes.
How did how was? Because I called you, and our relationship is real great. Once I found out, I called you, and the panic that you have. I'm like, you okay? And you were so honest. We said, Rich, I'm not okay. Said, Rich, I'm not okay. And I could tell you was in shock. The only thing I can do is I'm like, man, whatever you need, Renee. Because what I'm saying, it doesn't matter what it is. Like at this moment, it's not about me. I'm like, whatever
Yeah, and
you
I
need,
appreciate
man.
that. I appreciate it. But listen, for the first 4 or 5 months, I couldn't get it together.
Yeah,
But after that, I had to look at things and, life that I'm alive. Me and my
yeah.
daughter made it out. So that's a blessing in itself.
Absolutely,
So I
absolutely.
couldn't think about all the materialistic and everything that I lost. And because it's going to come back tenfold. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get it all back. It
Yeah,
ain't stopped nothing.
yeah.
It stopped me for a couple of months. It stopped my brain because I know I'm smart
Mm-hmm.
and I know I have a lot to do out here. And because of that incident, I was kind of stagnant for a minute.
It leaves a level of shock in you.
Yeah,
That sometimes
yeah.
it's
So
very.
one night I just said, listen, God, you I understand you done took everything. I lost everything, but I can't lose my mind. And from that day on, I've been happy. I'm good. I am good. Listen, when I tell you I'm good, I'm good.
Back smiling, back being outspoken. I love
listen,
that. The
y'all,
devil can't win.
he can't
He
win.
tried.
Not
The
with
devil
me
can't. No,
anyway.
the devil can't win. So, back to the adversities that you was dealing with growing up. Give me a couple of adversities that you faced growing up.
So first of all, I grew up uptown DC.
Okay.
During that time, back when I grew up, it was crazy back then. I go outside to go to school. We have the army walking up and down the street with machine guns.
I remember that. Yeah.
And stuff like that.
They need to start doing that again with all this crime going on in DC.
So it was crazy uptown back when I grew up. And that's why my mom got us from up there and moved us out Maryland eventually. But
the best state in the world.
Yeah. But it was a lot growing up there. What else happened? A lot of things happened. I found my uncle dead at the age of 8 in my house.
How did that? What kind of effect did that
on
have
the
on you?
couch. It was shocking. I was young.
8 years old. Yeah,
I probably was like between 8 and 10. I was somewhere around there because I was still in elementary school. That being a product of a young girl being molested by a family member.
Wow.
I was a product of that. And
how did that affect you when it comes to relationships and men?
I don't think it affects me.
Because it affects some people.
I don't think it affects me, but I remember.
Okay.
So that alone is I can tell you everything from how it happened, why, where it happened, who did it. So it's something back then our family didn't talk about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
That happened in your home. So you have to so you bottle a lot of stuff up inside yourself until you're able to talk about it.
Yeah. Because I know some families, even when they trust the other person so much that when you even tell them,
absolutely,
they don't even believe you.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and this was a close family member.
Yeah, a lot of kids are sometimes afraid to even expose themselves when it comes to the truth because they feel like nobody's going to believe him because they draw so much of a perfect picture of that person that they don't believe that he can do something that, you know what I'm saying, something like that.
So, just growing up, I had my mom and my dad, but just growing up in that atmosphere. But I was always smart, though. I was always smart. So, when I graduated high school, I already had part of my college degree when I graduated high school.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, I started college in 11th grade.
Wow.
So but I've been through a lot of stuff. It's a lot of things when you read my book, you'll see I've been
Get
through.
the book. She ain't going to tell you everything.
I've been
You
stabbed.
been shot? You a gangster.
I've been through a lot of stuff. You stupid. Not a gangster. It wasn't on purpose.
Hey, look, I gotta be careful. You ain't tell me all that.
Yeah, I've been through a lot of things in life, but look at me. Look at God. Look where I'm at today. So I didn't let the product of my environment control who I became.
You controlled your environment.
Definitely.
That's what's up. So
Definitely.
something like a lot of people. Like I was talking to a friend of mine, I think, on the last show, and I was telling them like a lot of successful people always have a story.
I have a
You
story.
know what I'm saying? Always have a story
I have a
because
story.
those stories is what motivates them to be the person that they are to this day. You know, so it's a lot that comes with, you know what I'm saying, being your childhood, the traumas that a lot of people use that for it not to oppress them, but they use that as motivation to keep moving. And then they use that as a tool for people to look at them and be like, you know what, if she can do it, I can do it. You know?
Yeah, everybody deal with life differently.
Yeah.
Everybody go through life differently. And for me, I just chose not to be pity myself
Hmm.
or not to
Yeah.
because I had a good life. My mom was a praying mom. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So
Yeah.
she made sure we was good.
Yeah.
And with that, it just she groomed me.
Hmm.
And no matter what I went through in life, as this tragedy happened, as this
Hmm.
happened, as that happened, every time something bad happened, something good happened.
Yeah.
Every time something, it
Hmm.
just kept going,
Yeah.
kept going, kept going.
Because you got a lot of people that's stuck in like impoverished societies or impoverished areas
Hmm.
that don't like. If you ever seen a lion, if you put a lion in a cage enough and you open the cage, a lion will stay in the cage. Even if the lion comes out, he will go back in that cage.
Hmm.
It goes to a lot of people in certain areas that they don't know anything about the environment that was created for them. So a lot of people don't really know how to get out. So when a person gets out that environment and thrive in another environment and become successful, a lot of people that's stuck in that environment want to know how they got out so they can use that as motivation or as a tool for them to do the same.
Right.
You know, so when I see people like you and I hear your story and I hear the things that you went through and the things that you overcame as far as your trials and tribulations, I know somebody that's watching right now that be like, you know what, I'm in the same position at this moment, and listening to this is going to help me move forward.
Yeah.
You know, so
Again, I gotta give all props to my mother.
there you
She was
go.
a praying mom.
That's your
That
inspiration, right?
yeah, no matter what I went through, she was there.
Because at
You
times,
know.
sometimes I go through your Instagram and I saw you. There've been times that you know, I have a mother too. You
Hmm.
know, and the thing that I always tell myself, I love my mother. I love my mother. I
Hmm.
don't say it to death. I love my mother to life.
Hmm.
You know, and I don't know what I would do.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
when I see the times that the thoughts come in your head and certain things that you write, it's just dear to my heart because that's how much I'm attached to my mom.
Hmm.
I'm the oldest.
Hmm.
You know, the oldest. My mother, the she shows a lot of favoritism when it comes to me. I'll be honest.
Hmm.
So sometimes, you always got to think that we're not going to be here forever.
Right.
You feel me? So, but
Right.
just that thought of losing your mom, it's difficult. How did you deal with that?
She again, I gotta keep I had a praying mom, you hear
Yeah,
me? And
yeah,
she groomed me. She
okay,
groomed us.
yeah,
More so she groomed me to the person, helped groom me
yeah,
to the person I am today. So she
okay,
prepared me for life, even every trial and adversity that I went through. She
mm,
prepared me to deal with everything.
okay.
So everything I do and the way I move in life is what she taught me.
So, if you can talk to your mom right now, if she's listening right now, what would you say to her right now as we speak?
I probably would say just I love you and I miss you.
That's
I
what's
love
up.
you and I
I'm
miss you.
pretty
I,
sure.
I miss her a lot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
'Cause she was
she's
like my best friend. My mother
she
was my best friend for real, real
yeah,
best friend.
yeah.
You
That's
know,
how my
she
mom is to me. Like I call my mom any time of the day, and then I don't call her. I FaceTime my mom, and
yeah.
she be in the shower. I'm like, why the phone up? She be like, I'm taking a shower. I says, okay.
Yeah, that used to be me with my mom. So my
Yeah.
mom, she had me early in life.
Okay.
She had me at 16. She
Okay.
was 16.
Well, y'all grew up together.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
had me at 16 and we was like really, 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 really
Mhm.
tight. Although she had me young, my mother ain't play. Like she
I got you.
ain't
Yeah.
it was nothing like that was my friend, my
Yeah.
best friend, but she was a mother
Yeah.
first. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So she prayed for me pretty much and she just groomed me to the first nail in the
Well,
day.
she did a hell of a job,
Without
Renee.
her, you know,
She did a hell of a job.
everything I do, every decision I make, I think
Yeah,
about what she would tell me or
she
how would she
did.
handle
Yeah,
it.
she did a hell of a job.
Thank
Cause
you, thank
I
you.
know she's
Yes,
definitely proud of you. So that what you just said? That shit that entrepreneurs do. Is that the name of the book?
yes, and it's an anthology written by one of my high school
So
girlfriends.
what are the ish that entrepreneurs do? Talk to
We
me.
do all type of shit. We do all type of
Talk to me.
crazy.
Name me some.
No, it was, basically I wrote in there about not giving up.
Okay.
I wrote that shit entrepreneurs do. They don't give up.
Yeah.
We just keep moving.
Mhm.
When some don't work, we find another way.
Yeah.
When you can't do it this way, you still gotta
Mhm.
find another way. It's just all about not giving up and believing in yourself. So my whole part was basically like how I move in life, I don't give up.
I got you.
And I have to take chances.
Mhm.
Because my thing is, if it's something I want to do, if I don't try it, it's gonna beat me up.
Yeah.
So it might be the littlest thing, like writing a book that when she
Mhm.
called me and say, "Hey, Renee, I want you to write some chapters in my book." I'm like, girl, I ain't write no book. I don't know how to write no book. I ain't no writer.
Yeah.
I wrote my book in 2 nights.
Wow.
All my chapter in 2
Wow.
nights. I sat on the bed and just my mind got to thinking. I wrote
Mhm.
from like 10 o'clock to like 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's how I am. Like even with this podcast, I did it in 2 weeks. Buying the equipment, and it's expensive.
Mhm.
I didn't care because sometimes what I do is I put my back against the wall. I got to fight.
Right.
So once I realized I put all that, this what I did, right? I went and put everything in the cart, right? But I knew it's gonna be one thing that I need that wasn't in the cart that I'm gonna add to that cart that's gonna make me buy everything. So for like 2-3 days, it was just sitting in the cart.
Mhm.
I needed one thing. Guess what it was? An enhancement spray for $12 that I ran out of. But I'm not just gonna buy the enhancement spray and just take everything out of that cart. It's a long list. So I put an enhancement spray in there and I press proceed to check out.
Right.
So now that I got all of this, what am I gonna do? Just look at it?
Right.
So the thing is, like, whatever passion that you have, even if you're not sure about it, you gotta try. You gotta jump out the window.
You gotta try because it's gonna beat you up. And then you never know. If it don't succeed, you tried.
At least you gave it an effort.
Yeah, you gave it an effort.
You know what I'm saying?
And then everything is not gonna work. Everything is not gonna go as planned.
Yeah.
But as long as you believe in yourself and your brand,
that's all it
if
is.
you believe in
People
it,
don't know how strong belief is.
yeah, then it's nothing else to worry about.
Absolutely.
And if it don't work or if it fail,
it's a lesson.
It's a lesson.
It's a lesson. It's something that I'm not gonna say it's something that you did, but it's something that happened that didn't make it work. Right. Once you find that thing that didn't make it work on your next adventure or your next venture, you like, I learned from this. This is what I'm not going to do. This is what I'm going to add on to whatever I do next. You understand what I'm saying? So there's always a lesson in every struggle. There's always a lesson in every. I don't even call it loss. I call it lessons. Yeah, everything that happens to me in life it teaches me something. So I look at it like, even my triumphs there's still a lesson in there. I don't be overly I don't be overly arrogant. I'm always at an even keel because I always know that a little bit of arrogance will get you to a point where you lose who you are. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? So that's everything that you do. You're not going to win in everything that you do, people. You're going to lose more than you win. But the wins that you win make up for all your, trust me, it's exhilarating. It makes up for all your losses.
Yes.
And then sometimes after you win and you sit back and look at the process that you went through to get to that point, you be like, wow. It's very, very amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so
absolutely.
Keep pushing, man.
You have to. You have to.
Saying? You got to keep pushing because life ain't going to be easy for you. Life is always going to throw you a curveball. You got to be able to hit it. You might miss it 9 times, but that one time that you hit it, that's where the home run comes in.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some of the struggles that you have as a businesswoman? What do you struggle with?
Time.
Look,
It's
I was
not
about.
enough
Hey, look,
time in the
I was
day.
about to say that.
It is not enough time. Can we add instead of 12 hours, 24 hours? Can we get like 36 for one day?
Man,
Like,
sometimes, hey, look, hey, Renee, sometimes I leave here, right? Then I go home and get ready and come back here to do the podcast, right? Sometimes we don't leave here till maybe 1:30, 2. And you know I work out.
mm-hmm.
I gotta get up at 4:30. Maybe 2 hours. Some days I only have 2 hours of sleep. Then I gotta get back here at 8 o'clock to cut hair.
Yeah.
And I'm booked for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
where
not
did
enough time in the day. I think
that's what every business person or entrepreneur struggles with: time
it's not
management, balancing the time,
balancing that. Because I'm big on, you can have, for me, I can have 20 businesses,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna make that time for my family.
Yeah,
I have a 13-year-old that play ball, so
that's my boo. Till I say hi.
yeah, shoot, we trying to get these scholarships.
Wow.
So she play AAU ball and training, and it's a lot of work on top of my businesses and making sure she working out. She's a workout fanatic too, so she gotta work out. She gotta go to training. So it's just it's not enough time in the day. I would say that right there is.
So, what's one business mistake that you made that you wish you could take back? If you made any.
One business mistake I made.
I know you spoke on selling the condo when you was young.
Yeah, that was one. I was young selling that. But now, I would say sometimes I can be a little sometimes I'm gonna say a mistake, and it took me a while to realize the people you think gonna be there for you the most is trusting that they really gonna be there for you. And then realizing they're not really gonna be there for you or ever be there for you because they don't want to see you grow. So I think me was trusting
Okay.
the wrong people with different things that dealt with my business.
I got you. You took some losses dealing with that.
Yeah. I took it, but I'm always hands-on with mostly everything. But sometimes because I get really, really, really busy, I kind of be like, I used to trust people that say they knew how and can and will. And
firsthand, right? So what do you do? Some research now before you delegate any type of responsibility to anybody?
So that's a big problem with me. I don't delegate a lot.
I got you.
I do a lot on myself, and I do need to build a team.
A lot of people Renee, a lot of people that I talk to tell I'm the same way.
So a good friend of mine. So I was like, a good friend of mine, my homeboy, BJ Page. I gotta call him out.
Oh, that's my guy. Hey, shout out to BJ.
Hey, BJ Page. That's like my brother. So he always getting on me about business and things, and because I be having so much to do. And she is like, you gotta delegate. You gotta get a team. You gotta get people to help you. And I was like, I don't trust nobody.
Yeah.
I can't trust people to handle things
like
the way I'm gonna handle it.
Yeah.
And so the one thing he said to me, which made sense, and he said, you're not gonna find nobody to be a you, but you can train somebody to be you.
Wow.
Do
you have the time to do that?
So no. That's why I'm still out here stressed out and working hard and
coming
stuff
from place to place.
Yeah,
because if you have a spokeswoman, she could have been at your prior spot while you was here.
It's hard to build a strong team, though.
Yeah, it is.
It's strong because everybody not gonna have the passion that you have,
or the mentality.
Everybody not gonna believe in your business the way you do, nor the mentality.
Yeah.
And if it's not gonna go right if they don't, because people not, when you believe in your brand and your business and and your vision, you can't expect other people to think like that. So then that kind of irritates you and frustrates you, and then you like, forget it, I'll do it myself, I'll take care of it. So But I know I need it because I have too much going on.
Yeah,
But I do have, I have a good support system that helps me out.
I believe that.
I do.
That's what's up. So, being that you don't have time, right? What What do you do? What What do you do for fun? What do you do? I mean, how do you let your hair down?
I do everything.
Like
Calm
what?
down. I'm talking about buildings. I'm doing everything. So no, I make time for myself. I make like just like I make time for my daughter.
I got you.
I make time for myself. I get my massages. I go to the little spa.
Okay.
I travel a lot. So when I'm traveling a lot with the vodka,
It's more like a vacation
it's vacation slash
business.
So I make time for myself.
Okay.
I have to have those woosah days. Like, but I can't.
What's your favorite place to go when you travel?
Anywhere besides the DMV.
You like cold places? You like hot places?
I don't care. If I go to cold places, I want a snowmobile and do all that stuff. If I go hot places, I want jet ski and
go to the beach.
Get on a boat, go on the beach. So I just like to travel. I really like to travel.
I need to start doing that.
I travel a lot. I have so many.
How many times do you travel in a year?
In a year?
In a month. Let's do a month.
No, let's not do. Probably like twice a month.
Okay, that's not bad.
Sometimes one. Like this month, I went. What's this? February. I went 3 times.
Yeah,
I traveled 3 times this month, and then next I have like something like every month. So it's at least once or twice a month.
It's not bad. I need to start doing that. I need to start.
Yeah, even if it's for just
a couple of days, just to release and
do a staycations, not staycations in the DMV. Just ride out Delaware,
Atlantic City, go gamble.
Yeah, you can just go somewhere locally.
Go waste some of my money that I got. Right?
Yeah, go ahead, big money, big money, rich.
Yeah,
right. You got that bread.
I'm trying to be like you. I'm trying to have like 20, 30 businesses like you.
I don't have no money.
So she say.
I'm just out here.
She's a mogul.
I'm trying to get some money.
Anybody with a name with a mogul in their name got the AMS. That's what mogul stands for. AMS. You know what the AMS is, right? We ain't talking about 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. I said AMS. AMS.
Listen, I'm out here trying to make it just like the next person.
We all trying to make it.
We all trying to make it.
So go ahead. I'll let you talk.
No, we just all trying to make it.
What's in the future for Miss Renee? What's going on? What you got? What else you got going on? You gonna add more responsibilities to whatever you got going on?
I'm not. I'm trying to get rid of some responsibilities. I'm not adding anything else. People don't believe me.
Look, if you call me next week and tell Rich I got another business, I ain't gonna. All right. No, I ain't gonna be surprised.
No, right now I'm finishing my book.
Okay.
I'm grinding hard to get this vodka to go nationwide.
Nationwide. Please support her vodka because she gonna give me if y'all don't. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It came to the Rich Talk.
Vodka to go nationwide, and I don't have nothing new coming up.
You look happy.
I am.
Yeah, you smiling teeth. What you got your teeth done? You got what they call that? You got some veneers or something? You showing all your teeth today.
I am
glowing.
I'm blessed and I'm happy.
I like that. I like that.
That's the way to be. It's
like
so many. It's too many angry people out here for me to be walking around angry. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to walk around angry.
Bringing sunshine to the world.
Yeah, most definitely.
Sunshine to the world.
Y'all see me smile. Yeah, so I'm just right now. My goal is just to continue building and networking with the businesses that I have.
I got you.
I'm definitely going to drop my book now.
Okay.
Besides my book, I do want to get back into more motivational speaking.
Okay.
Speaking engagements. I think
I'm gonna start doing that too.
So many people, call me to, speak at women conferences and different places like that. But should be on billboards and stuff right now. You know what I'm saying?
You don't be
So I
nervous.
gotta make it happen.
Look, this right here, I be nervous when I start with the podcast, like even my intro and all of that. Sometimes if y'all notice, I have to get warmed up. It's a level of nerves that I got.
Mm-hmm.
But you about to speak in front of all them people.
Hey, listen, I'm nervous.
Have you ever did that?
I'm nervous. Oh yes, let me tell you.
How was that?
So listen, so this guy say, I want you to come to North Carolina and speak. We having a church revival.
Mm-hmm.
But within the church revival, we want to talk about entrepreneurship.
Okay.
And I want you to speak to my congregation and these people about entrepreneurship.
Mm-hmm.
So I just Googled everything for the city and the state, wrote all their legislation stuff down. I have a whole presentation.
Mm-hmm.
So I get there. They paid for me to come, pay for my hotel and all that. I get there and I was about to go on stage, and they was like, TD Jakes is here. I'm like,
oh crap!
TD Jakes.
I can't mess up now.
Oh my God, I can't mess up now. So Mildred Muhammad is a good friend of ours.
Okay.
The sniper's wife.
Okay.
And she do speaking all over the world for, she's awesome. She speaks all over the world. So I went back, I called Mildred. I was like, Mildred, I'm supposed to speak in front of all these people. What am I supposed to say? I'm nervous. And she's like, ain't God. You can go in there and be yourself and just talk.
Yeah.
You human. Get on there and be like, I am. Tell them who you is. Don't be up there talking about my name is.
Mm-hmm.
The name the man says the guy. You better say I am. And I was like, always say I am.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, I got up on that stage. When I tell you, sweat. The sweat was dripping off my fingertips onto the floor. That's how nervous I was.
That's how I felt when I did my first haircut ever.
I was so nervous, but when I first started, I mean, I could feel the sweat going down my back. But once I got into it, it was
did you forget anything?
Once you know, I'm talking about entrepreneurship.
Yeah,
so once I started talking about it, I was cool.
Yeah.
But that was the.
Well, you got some speakers that pre-write their stuff, and sometimes I know a couple of them that said, "Rich, once I got to that stage, everything that I wrote down, I forgot. My mind went blank.
I can't. When I write mine, I forget too.
Yeah,
I can't write it
blank.
Yeah, I did a women's conference. I do women's conferences every 3 months on self-love.
Okay.
At my center.
Okay.
And
one of your businesses.
Yeah. Yeah. So the last women conference I did was after the fire, and they was like, you want to do it? And I was like, I don't want to talk. I was like, you have to talk, because I didn't write anything. My mind was still gone. This was 2.5 months after the fire. And I got up there, I was like, I don't know what I'm talking about today, y'all.
That's a start.
I don't know what I'm going to say. I just recently went through a lot. So listen. And whatever flew on my heart just came out.
It probably stopped pouring and pouring and pouring.
Man, everybody in there was crying by the time I finished.
Oh, wow.
So it's always a nerve thing when you first start talking in front of people. But I just think I have a message.
Yeah.
I have a message that can help others. I have a story that can help others. And I'm not ashamed to tell my story. So whether it's entrepreneurship, whether it's about life, whether it's about tragedy, it's just a story that I have a story that needs to be told. And it's going to get told.
I know. But the story's not over though. You still going.
Oh yeah. I have a whole new chapter now.
The book is not
made it through a 4-long fire. So I have a whole new chapter.
The book is not over, man. I appreciate women like you, because a lot of women don't get their full they just do. You know what I'm saying? The way from the day that I met you till now, every time I call you, push it. It doesn't matter what adversities you go through, you push it. And that's something that cannot be taught. That's something that's, it's innate. That's something that's society. And that's what makes me proud to know that our culture, or whatever we're doing as business people, or whatever we're doing as human beings, whatever we're doing as individuals, we're going to always thrive. Because we got people like you, we got people like me, we got people like that's strong enough to know that it doesn't matter the
Most
circumstances,
definitely.
you're always going to rise above. And I appreciate you. So I'm gonna ask you this, right?
Oh,
This is my I ask everybody this, right? When it's all said and done, right? You kick your feet up and you done gave all the you done delegate all your responsibility to somebody, you just chilling and you call yourself, I'm retired, I'm done, right? And I done did everything I have to do, my blood, sweat, and tears, right? What do you want to be remembered by?
um, so many words I can use. I don't even know which word to use. It's
Take your
so
time.
many.
Take your
It's
time.
so many
Take your time.
words I can use, but I want people to know that I don't know. I don't know how to put it into words. Let me
Just let it flow. You got time.
Why ain't me think about this question?
I got time. Got
um,
time.
I want people.
I ain't tell you because if I told you, you would have thought about it. Want
Yeah,
something instant.
yeah.
This is more natural.
Ah, 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 ah. Ah, ah. Dang.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna tell you mine.
Yeah, tell me yours.
When it's all said and done, I want people to know that I did it my way. Didn't matter what my mom thought. It didn't matter what my daddy taught that I wanted to be. I did it my way. I went through my trials. I went through my tribulations, and whatever that I believed in, I believe in, and I stuck to it. So I want people to know when my legacy is down, maybe 100 years from now, when my great grandchildren still have my last name, they were like, "Your granddaddy, Richard Bowden, you see that right there?" It said on his gravesite or his on his what you call that on his tombstone. It said he did it his way. That's what brings
Okay.
fulfillment to my life. So let me rephrase that question. When it's all said and done, right, Miss Renee, what do you want to be remembered by?
I mean, listen. I'm a true believer in. I definitely want. I want the name Jamboa Renee to just ring bells all over the
Absolutely,
world.
absolutely.
And that's why I said I'm going to be on some billboards. My vodka have been on billboards, y'all. I've been at Times
Hey,
Square, y'all.
go get her vodka.
I've been at Times Square.
Yeah.
So, but I want to be on billboards.
Okay.
I am Jambo Renee.
Yeah.
I want people to know that person, how courageous, resilient, trustworthy,
Talk that
brilliant,
that's
smart.
that rich talk. See how
So many.
there we go.
It's so many words I can bring up that
Yeah.
describes me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My name alone, Jamboa, was a South African queen.
Oh wow.
So with that being said, and with everything that I have been through in life, and the first thing I can always tell people is that I made it.
Yeah.
I look at a lot of people I grew up with, a lot of from uptown and different people, and I always like tell Genghis, y'all, we made it out. Like we made it. So I always say that my birthday every year, I say I made it.
I made it. That's
I made it, but I just want my name to be remembered. I want people to say
That's
that.
very,
I
very,
want people to
very, you got the Rockefellers, you got Jay-Z, and you got the Carters, you got like that name is very instrumental because that's how people remember you by your name.
So one time I didn't use Jamboa, right?
Okay.
I didn't use it for a long time because as a young child, I got teased about it. They used to call me Jam on it, Jambalaya. all
Well,
types
tell me
of
about the
names.
teas and with the name. You know, my name is African, so you know.
So until my mother told me the meaning of it,
Yeah.
because I used to want to change it. And I was like, I'm changing my name. I don't want my name to be no Janet. What is that?
I mean,
You know.
kids are reckless,
But
man.
as I learned the history behind my name, I use it now.
Yeah.
Like I am Jamboy Renee, you know.
I am the queen, right?
Yeah,
That's
Queen
what
of
I'm
Vodka
talking
too.
about. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my slogan,
Yeah.
y'all.
So
Queen of
I
Vodka.
just want to say, Renee, I appreciate you
Thank
for
you.
taking out your busy time, whatever little bit of time you had to come spend it with a little brother like
It's
me.
honor. You call little old me. I'm on your shot.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. I wish you continued success in
Thank
every
you. I appreciate
venture
it.
that you do. And you know, I'm always here. You know, I got your number, you got my number, so
I
I'm
know.
always call to check on you. Call to check on me too.
You
We
do.
we
You
might be
do.
doing we might be
I don't
doing
be
some
calling
things.
you though. You don't be answering the phone. You don't answer the phone, y'all.
Might be doing some things together, you know. But yeah, I appreciate you. So where can people find you at?
So you all can find me on all social media networks. I am Jamboy Renee on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, or Ethar56_Vodka on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram.
And please go buy her liquor.
Check me out. Check me out. Go to my website, www.ethar56.com or iamjamboyrenee.com.
And she got an event space too if y'all want to rent it.
Oh yeah. Don't
We ain't
forget I have
talking
an
about
event space. Y'all
yeah.
need somewhere to throw some parties and shake a little leg or some divorce
I rented
parties,
it. It's
anniversary
nice.
parties.
Yeah.
Y'all can have all the parties of
All
the
that
baby
party.
showers.
Yeah.
Just contact me. I appreciate the love from everybody. Check out my website, my pages.
What's the name? What was that website?
Ethar56_Vodka.
Okay.
Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter.
Okay.
And I am Jamboy Renee on all social media networks.
Once again, this has been an unbelievable interview with a great woman. She came here and represented. She came here and did her thing. And I appreciate everybody that's been on my platform sharing information. Hopefully, somebody took a lesson from this and learned from this. I appreciate y'all, and we will see you guys next week. Y'all have a blessed one.